Can you believe the fascinating history that the sports card and sports memorabilia convention industry has had? Over the past century, the sports memorabilia industry has grown exponentially, with collectors going from small gatherings to massive industry defining events. With the upcoming National Sports Card Convention coming up in Cleveland, Ohio on July 24th, we decided to take a deep dive through the history of sports card and sports memorabilia conventions. These conventions serve as hubs where enthusiasts, dealers, athletes, and celebrities converge to celebrate sports history, trade memorabilia, and foster a community among fans. The rise of conventions parallels with the growth of sports as a cultural phenomenon and the increasing popularity in the collecting hobby. Join us for this deep dive. The origins of sports card and memorabilia conventions can be traced back to the early 20th century when sports trading cards first gained popularity. Baseball cards, in particular, became coveted items among fans, often packaged with bubblegum or tobacco products. The first conventions were informal gatherings of collectors exchanging cards and discussing players' teams and statistics. These early meetings provided space for enthusiasts to connect and share their passions for sports and collecting. As sports continued to capture the public's imagination throughout the 20th century, the demand for sports memorabilia grew. Collectors sought not only trading cards, but also autographed memorabilia, game-worn jerseys, and other artifacts associated with their favorite players. This interest led to organization of larger conventions where collectors could buy, sell, and trade items in a more structured environment. The National Sports Card Convention, or also known as the NSCC, inaugurated in 1980, stands out as the landmark event in history of sports card conventions. Initially conceived as a gathering for baseball card enthusiasts, the NSCC quickly expanded to encompass all major sports and their associated memorabilia. Held annually in different cities across the United States, the NSCC has grown into the premier event for collectors, attracting tens of thousands of attendees each year. It's essentially become the mecca for sports memorabilia enthusiasts across the country and the world. Over the decades, sports card and memorabilia conventions have evolved in size, scope, and format. What started as small-scale gatherings in hotel conference rooms has transformed into sprawling events that occupy entire convention centers. Today, conventions feature hundreds of exhibitors, including dealers, auction houses, grading services, and manufacturers of sports collectibles. Attendees have access to a wide array of merchandise ranging from vintage cards to rare memorabilia. The advent of the internet has significantly impacted sports card conventions, facilitating greater connectivity among collectors worldwide. Online forums, auction platforms, and social media have expanded the reach of these conventions beyond their physical locations, enabling collectors to engage in buying, selling, and trading year-round. Many conventions now offer live streaming of events, virtual exhibitor booths, and online exclusive merchandise, catering to the global audience of collectors. The National Sports Card Convention remains the cornerstone of the hobby, serving as an annual gathering place for collectors, dealers, and industry professionals. Held several days each year, the convention features a wide range of activities and attractions designed to appeal to attendees of all ages. One of the key aspects of the NSCC is its role in setting trends and influencing the sports collectibles market. Dealers and collectors alike look to the convention to gauge the popularity of specific players, teams, and types of memorabilia. Trends identified at the NSCC often dictate pricing and demand in the broader market. This is why the event is so important. Like other major media conventions, the Sports Card Convention oftentimes has greater influence in the market and for excitement among fans. Moreover, the NSCC fosters a sense of community among sports fans and collectors. It provides an opportunity for attendees to meet fellow enthusiasts, share stories and experiences, and forge connections that extend beyond the convention floor. Many lifelong friendships and business partnerships have been established at the NSCC. If you're a fan of pop culture, then you know events like Comic-Con or Star Wars Celebration or D23. In many ways, the National Sports Card Convention and other sports memorabilia conventions are in fact just like those. All these conventions do is serve as a meeting place, a place where passionate fans can get together and discuss, collect, and bring together their passions for a specific area, whether that's sports cards, sports memorabilia, Star Wars, comics, or Disney. There's a convention for everyone. The biggest difference between the National Sports Card Convention and those other types of big name conventions like Comic-Con and D23 is the fact that D23 and Comic-Con focus more on panels and meeting celebrities, whereas sports card conventions focus more on trading, and the convention floor is really a marketplace for fans to get together and buy, sell, and trade their items. Though there is opportunity to meet your favorite sports celebrities, like for example in this year's Cleveland convention, Mike Singletary and Barry Sanders will be attending as part of the TriStar Autograph Pavilions. The integration of technology has revolutionized sports card and sports memorabilia conventions as well, enhancing the experience for collectors to expand their reach worldwide. Online platforms have enabled collectors to participate in conventions remotely, whether that's through virtual exhibits, live streaming of events, or even online auctions. This digital presence has also made it much easier for international collectors to access convention-exclusive merchandise and engage in the global sports community. Additionally, on top of that, the world of streaming, TikTok, and YouTube has had a great impact on sports cards, sports memorabilia, and sports collecting, especially at these conventions. Many times you'll see some of the biggest sports and sports enthusiast influencers come out for these events, oftentimes making trades, buying up whole lots of cards, or even meeting your favorite professional athletes. This has brought even more notoriety to the collecting aspect of sports cards and sports memorabilia. Technology has also facilitated many advancements in the field of authentication, grading, and preservation of sports memorabilia, and companies have oftentimes specialized and had these services on exhibit at these national conventions. Beyond the commercial aspects of the sports card and memorabilia conventions, they also play a critical role in preserving and promoting sports history. Exhibitions showcasing artifacts from different eras provide attendees with insights into the evolution of sports and the cultural impact some athletes have had. It is also important to note that sports card conventions and sports memorabilia conventions have had their own controversy and criticism over the years, whether that's dealers charging too much money, attendees stealing from dealers, or even that of attendees buying out complete lots and then reselling them at the convention floor for more money. Oftentimes, we see a lot of criticism around this, and that the market is being controlled by a few individuals, and this oftentimes comes out at these conventions. But overall, these sports memorabilia and sports card conventions are very impactful for the sports collecting community. Let us know in the comments below if you're a sports card collector and what's your favorite card that you own. Thanks so much for watching. Believable Truths.